Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're having a blessed day. Um, I wanted to dive back into my bold pursuit uh, journey here, day two of that, and wanted to just kind of go over the questions and answers. And reason I'm doing this is I want to be able to look back on it. I don't know if you'll get much out of it, but are you doing anything for New Year's? Spiritually, are you getting into certain Bible reading or certain devotionals or things like that you're wanting to improve? It'd be really awesome if you left a comment and shared what you're doing and what is going on in your life and stuff as well. I think that'd be really really neat. But anyways, day two, bold pursuit. Uh, how might a false teaching take root in my life? And this didn't really take too awful much for me to answer, just because I think false teaching has taken action more than once in my life pretty easy. But by not testing it against Scripture, asking for support or proof, I can't read my own writing. My writing is horrendous. So whenever something happens, I think too many times, myself anyways, I'm very quick to react or quick to get on board or be like, "Ooh, that's cool, let's do it," you know, kind of thing, or that sounds really interesting. And I've had to back off on that quite a bit. That impulse reaction is something that I think is one of my problems, and I think that's how false teachings and how things easily take advantage of me in my life and stuff is taking advantage of that uh, impulse activity. That if I take the time to actually stop and you know weigh it against Scripture, pray about it, consider it, take my time on it, be more decisive, less whimsical, it would be better. How do you recognize false teaching? Well, if you've read the Bible, it tells you a few things of how to recognize false preaching or false teaching. Teaching, preaching, same thing. Have a little tea here. Anybody else a tea drinker? I used to not be. I have a few that I like now. Kind of different as well. One is by its belief in Jesus Christ. If a teaching is not teaching scripturally and teaching their belief in Jesus Christ, then they have nothing to stand on. I mean, that's my belief, anyways. I think that's real. Um, but not just teaching of Jesus Christ, but teaching of Him in the flesh, teaching of His walk, all He was on earth, um, is a necessity. You also, by the fruits, by the beliefs and the standards, and also by what I didn't write down, but was having a challenge to write down, is by the secondary fruits, if that makes sense. So if somebody teaches me, how is that teaching impacting or following through to my children? And looking at them and seeing that is, a way. I think it's not just up front. You I like to dig in a little deeper now on things. I know I posted a video about a church and going to that and stuff, and I find me doing that a lot more, of sitting back and not just looking at the initial reaction or the initial thing. I like to see how it's impacting and what it's doing. The Bible speaks a lot about works by faith and the fruit and things like that we bear, and I think God does want us to be aware of this and looking at it. I don't want to get into the discussion that you have to have works for salvation or anything like that. At least not yet. That's more of a crazy Jesus talk situation, anyways. Which I want to start doing more of those as well. So if you're getting something out of this, let me know. I'd greatly appreciate it. So thanks for taking the time to watch. Hope you have a blessed day. And if I can operate a video camera thing, would be fantastic as well. Thanks.